Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be checking out Priceline. So Priceline is an Australian drugstore here. So obviously it's a pharmacy, but they also sell a lot of makeup. So I actually got permission today to film in store, so I'm going to show you guys the brands that are available here, and let's just see what's new in store because I haven't really been in store in quite some time. I am obsessed with this palette from NYX. It's so good, so inexpensive as well. So originally $39.95 down to $27.96. Okay, so if you guys entered from Bourke Street, the first things you see are Napoleon Paris, and you've also got NYX. If you go down the escalators, that's where pretty much all the makeup is. I'm actually here because I need to grab a couple of things for the Priceline Influencer program. This month's theme is all about healthcare. So I'm going to go do that later, but first I want to check out the makeup, like I said, and show you guys what's available here in store. So let's start off first with Nude By Nature. They definitely have more like natural looking makeup from my experience. Not that you can't go like full coverage, but just from my experience using the brand, they're definitely more on the natural side of things. Also, if you guys are fans of natural mineral powders, this stuff is actually really good. To be honest, I haven't really tried too much from the brand. I've tried that palette out, it's actually really good. Now this I believe is an Australian brand, it's Inoxa. I could be wrong. To be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of their base products. I find that a lot of them don't really work for me, mostly because of the colour selection. They tend to be a little bit more on the, I'd like to say sort of like a nudie pink side, and I'm definitely more on the warm side, so they just don't work. But their lipsticks, from what I've tried, are pretty good. CoverGirl, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys that are international viewers of mine know CoverGirl. I am currently loving their concealer. This one is their True Blend Undercover Concealer. It's really good. I also have tried out their foundation. I think this is a repackaged one, not sure. I do want to try that out at some point. I mean, I might try it out if I still have money on my gift card. I'm trying to stick to a budget, but we'll see. And I also wanted to try out their matte made foundation because that looks really good as well, like from what I've seen other people do on YouTube. And of course their mascaras, the OG, the Lash Blast volume. It's definitely more for, let's say, if you want more individual lashes, this is definitely the one you guys should check out. Now stepping into the lashes, they've got heaps and heaps of lashes. I never really thought I would get into lashes, and here I am like wearing like these. These ones are the Adele Demi Wispy lashes. I'll try and find them for you guys so you can see them what they look like in the packaging. But yeah, I never thought I would ever really be into lashes, but yeah, I'm obsessed with them now. So as you guys can see, this particular Priceline has a wide selection of lashes behind me, even lash glues as well, so there's another like aisle there. But we'll do like a little circle. We'll stop by Revlon. I've always loved Revlon. They've always had like a wide selection of colours, even here in Australia, before everyone else was starting to like get into the whole getting more colours available. I mean, the range could obviously be a little bit darker, but I think they're doing pretty well. What do I recommend from Revlon? I recommend their Colour Stay foundations. They're really good. What else? I also really like their lipsticks. There was one that I was obsessed with for the longest time. I don't even know if they make them anymore. It was from the Revlon Matte collection. I think it was called like Mauve It Over. I still remember it. Like, it was so good. Don't see it anymore. I don't know if they still have it. They might have discontinued it because this was like ages ago when I first started getting into YouTube. Yeah, I think they've got a new range. It's called the Super Lustrous Mattes, but yeah. Here's another brand that I think is really just available here in Australia. I could be wrong, don't quote me. Natio, or I think that's how it's pronounced. I used to call it Natio, or Natio, but I've heard a lot of people say it's Natio. So they do a lot of skincare sort of like products, and they also have makeup, obviously. I have never really gotten into the brand, to be completely honest, again just because of the shade range. They don't have a wide selection of colours in terms of foundations. I mean, I could probably wear one of these. It's just they're sort of like on the pinky side of things, and you guys know me when it comes to like pinky side of things, like foundations, I'm not really into that. But I have tried out the lipsticks, and the lipsticks have been pretty good. Oh, actually, this is new. I've never tried it. It says full coverage foundation. Definitely let me know if you guys would like me to try it out. They look like they have a couple of like darker foundations that would probably work for my complexion. I'd probably be an almond or dune or golden, like within these three. Just let me know. Okay, so these are the Adele Wispies. These are the ones that I'm currently wearing. Let me try and get up close. That's what they look like. So beautiful on the eyes. So if you guys just like want that really nice, just long lash effect, definitely check this one out. And I like pairing that up with, where's that lash glue? I use one by, I think it's Eyelure. Don't think they have it here available at the moment, but it's definitely an Eyelure lash glue. So the glue that comes in like these Eyelure ones, they're like the best ones for me, to be honest. They don't irritate my eyes, they're not too sticky, which is what I like. Kiss lashes are good too. I have tried out, I think these ones with the red sort of like packaging, really dramatic. You guys know me, I love my dramatic lashes. Right, Bourjois, love Bourjois. I love their foundations, their healthy mix foundation, the best, the bomb. I know they've got two versions, so that one, and then they've got this one. This one's the healthy mix serum. I actually think I prefer this one just because it gives me a slightly dewier finish, which makes sense. I do want to try this particular foundation. This one's the Always, what's it called? Always Flawless foundation. It looks really good. And now we're moving on to one of my favorite brands of all time, Loreal Paris. Loreal Paris is definitely one of those drugstore brands that I absolutely love. It was probably the very first brand I could ever find a foundation match for myself. As you guys can tell, I'm not the darkest. I mean, things obviously have changed throughout the years, but L'Oreal has got a very special place in my heart, in particular their True Match range. If you guys aren't familiar with the True Match range, they basically have different undertones. So as you guys can see, they've got warm, neutral, and this one is cool. I normally stick towards the warm, but I can also wear the neutral because their neutral isn't too neutral, if that makes sense. I think I'm currently a W4, so this shade here, which isn't available. But yeah, I think W4, W5 is what I would normally wear, but I can wear the N series as well. And then their concealers are so good as well. They're really nice and hydrating. They don't settle in fine lines. And then their powders as well. I don't think the colors are as diverse as the liquid foundations, but they're really good as well because you can use this to set your makeup and everything. There's so many things I need to try out from L'Oreal. I haven't actually paid attention to them in quite a while, but they're definitely one of the brands that I do recommend that you guys check out. And also their nude lipsticks. Ugh, so good. There's a reason why they're all almost out of stock. Granted, they're not the cheapest lipsticks out there, but whenever Priceline has their sales, they're like super inexpensive. Priceline normally has 30 or 40% off sales, sometimes different themes, sometimes hair care, sometimes makeup. They normally announce these things via their social media, but they also let influencers like myself know beforehand as well. And sometimes we can make a list of what we recommend. So I do have a couple of those on my channel if you guys would like to check that out. I'll link it down in the description box down below, and also the eye on this screen. I've created a playlist. I've been doing this for quite some time, so that is going to be something you guys need to check out if you guys would like to save some money. Another brand that recently just arrived at Priceline is I Heart Revolution and Revolution Makeup. I definitely think I Heart Revolution is definitely more the cutesy sort of brand. There are again certain products that aren't super pigmented, but they work really well. I have tried out, I think this one, the banana powder. It smelled really good. Didn't taste very good though. I also really like the fact they have like really cute themed palettes. I've tried out the avocado one, so it's like green themed, so cute. Again, really inexpensive, $24 really for an eyeshadow palette. I think I Heart Revolution is really known more for their sort of like chocolate bar palettes or chocolate bar palettes. These are the chocolate eyeshadow palettes. I think the nudes one is like the best one, like for just normal brown tones. And they also do little cute brush sets as well. Personally, I don't really like the designs of these particular brushes. I feel like the brushes they do have aren't conducive for the kind of looks that I make, but I think they're really good for like starter makeup kits. And then we move on to a Makeup Revolution. Again, another brand that has a wide selection of base products, which I really appreciate. I have tried out their foundation. I think the Conceal and Define foundation. Yeah, I think it's here. Yeah, I've tried one of these. I think my number was probably 7. No, sorry, probably 5 or 6 in the foundation range. And again, they have all these like different baking powders, perfect for a variety of skin tones. I actually haven't tried any of these ones. I used to be a big fan of the Ben Nye Banana baking powder, but yeah, that was way too much for me. I think the Ben Nye Banana powder was kind of like this color. But now that I'm much fairer in complexion, I think the normal banana shade is definitely going to be more for me. Let's see, what else do I recommend from the brand? The color correctors. I love the color correctors. So this is the one I currently use. This is again the Conceal and Correct corrector. This one is just in orange. They have a variety of colors as well. If you have a fairer complexion, go for peach. If you've got like darkening under the eyes or like a 5 o'clock shadow, definitely use that. If you have a deeper complexion, go for red. If you have a complexion similar to mine, you can just use orange and that will work perfectly fine for you. And not bad for $8. While I'm here, I actually might grab the Revolution Pride Face Paint Palette, just because I do want to make some Pride makeup looks, and I'm kind of tired of using powdered eyeshadows. So this one is only $16. Ooh, Rimmel London. You guys know me, I love myself some Rimmel London. One of the first few brands that actually gave me my break. So Rimmel London will always have a special place in my heart for what they've done for me. So yeah, some of my favourite products from them. At the moment, I've been loving the Lasting Matte Foundation. It's very polarizing. Some people hate it, some people love it. If you like cake face, definitely check that one out. Ooh, my favourite baking powder from the drugstore is this one, the Rimmel London Match Perfection Silky Loose. Amazing, no flashback, and it doesn't dry out your under eyes if you do bake properly. Also, a little comment, this was actually quiet at the moment. I think it's because I'm here midday and people are at work or they are working from home, which is actually quite handy for me when I'm filming here in store. Alright, next brand is Australis. Now, for those of you guys that don't live in Australia or New Zealand, this is an Australian brand, and again, very good at including a lot of different shades. I did make a comment years and years ago when I first arrived in Australia that I didn't really like Australis' base products because they didn't have a variety of shades available. But recently I was a part of one of their campaigns. I'm not really sure if that was the reason why I was part of the campaign, but I got to be a part of the campaign to promote this foundation. This is the Fresh and Flawless liquid foundation. I believe the pressed powder, which is the one down here, was the top selling sort of like base product they had, and then they decided to release their liquid foundations. Again, I really like this foundation. It's a nice, I'd like to say medium full coverage foundation, definitely buildable, and really inexpensive really. It's only $19.95, and you get 30 mils. Things that I like from Australis are their eyeshadow palettes. I think I have every single eyeshadow palette like this size, except for maybe this one and this one, but they're really good. They're really pigmented, and they only retail for $25.95. Again, I do recommend, if you guys are going to be buying a lot of products from Priceline, wait for their sales, because their sales are epic. I do recommend, if you guys are going to take advantage of the sales when Priceline does have them and you can't get in store, create a wish list on their website. That way, when the sale starts, you can just add all your items from your wish list and you can make sure that you have it in your cart. Shipping is usually pretty good. It takes usually 2 days from my experience to get it shipped to where I live, but I live near the Melbourne CBD area. Alright, now we're going to go check out Maybelline, which is just right next door. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to really talk because they've got copyright music, and we all know about copyright music. one little place that I really like to check out when I go to this particular store is so how do I describe it? When you get off the escalators from behind me, you go to the right and go straight ahead, and then you guys will see like the little clearance section. So if you guys are looking for bargains, definitely check out their clearance sections. They have a variety of brands available here. Sometimes they just put them on sale because they either have a little bit of damage on them from what I can tell, or they have been discontinued. Now obviously Priceline is a pharmacy, so they do have a lot of like toiletry stuff as well. So I like to come here to get my sort of like hair dye products. I'll show you guys which ones I use, and then I'm going to go check out like the chemist side of things, because like I said, I'm part of the influencer program, and one of the tasks this month is to try out a couple of healthcare sort of like type products. So I'm going to do that. And we have arrived at one of my favorite sections, the hair section. I love trying out different hair dyes, as you guys probably know. Some of my favorite ones that I use are these ones from Revlon. This is from the Color Silk range. Normally I will go anywhere from like 60, 70, 71, 80, those sort of like color ranges. Once I'm done with the pink, I actually think I want to go like a dark golden blonde, or maybe like a light golden brown if I can find a shade, but I like using those. Otherwise, another good range that I have been using for years now is Loreal. I actually kind of want to dye my hair like that, like this particular color, because I know it will fade into a lighter blonde anyway. So this one is number 7, a Vienna blonde. So to me that's more like a golden brown, or golden light blonde, so I would do something like that. But who knows, I always change my hair color, and sometimes it's just like spur of the moment. Yeah, something like, okay, maybe not ash because I want golden, maybe something like that, or maybe a little bit darker, so maybe level 6. Yeah, like that. I think that particular hair color is what I want to do next. Kind of give my hair a bit of a break from all the bleach. Speaking of bleach, I tend to use these cream developers, and then I use this brand of bleach. I've been using this for years. I've tried different brands as well, but honestly it's really hard to get hair bleach here in Australia because a lot of the brands are professional trade only, and obviously these are available to the general public. I do recommend reading the instructions thoroughly before you actually use any of these products, because you can burn your scalp and break your hair. Trust me, I've done it before. But yeah, I do recommend, if you guys have like darker hair, stick to the blue or the purple. Alright, so I've grabbed all the things I needed for the influencer program, and now I'm just going to make my way to the cash register and pay for everything that I got. And then I'm going to make my way to the next thing I'm going to be doing. Like I said, I'm going to do like a little touristy video around Melbourne. Alright guys, so I've just finished at Priceline, so I've purchased everything that I needed from that influencer program, which you guys will obviously see on my Instagram very, very soon. So that's pretty much what a pharmacy that has cosmetics looks like here in Australia. This is obviously one of the biggest stores. Other Priceline stores may vary in size and the variety of products that they have in store as well. And that's pretty much it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.